Hey there, and welcome to Horror Trivia Saturday, the series where we take a look behind the curtain, or in today's case, behind the shower curtain, to reveal the unusual, brilliant, and sometimes downright bizarre tricks that make horror movies so unforgettable. Today, let's step inside one of the most influential scenes ever filmed. A scene that redefined suspense, shocked audiences worldwide, and changed the language of horror forever. I'm talking, of course, about the shower scene in Psycho. But here's the twist most fans still don't know. The blood swirling down the drain. On the day they filmed it, it smelled a lot more like dessert than danger. So let's dive into the sticky sweet secret of how chocolate syrup became horror's most convincing murder scene. Now, when Psycho was released in 1960, audiences really were not prepared for what Alfred Hitchcock had planned. Killing off the main character halfway through the movie? Unheard of. Showing a brutal stabbing in such rapid, fragmented detail? Revolutionary. And doing it all with such psychological intensity that viewers swore they were witnessing real violence? Masterful. The shower scene is less than a minute long, only about 45 seconds of screen time, but it changed horror cinema forever. And the secret to its success lies in the strange mixture of technical innovation, clear editing, and delicious improvisation. But in 1960, horror filmmakers didn't have access to the modern blood formulas that we all take for granted today. More importantly, Psycho was filmed in black and white, even though color was readily available. Hitchcock purposely chose black and white for several different reasons. It lowered the film's budget, it reduced the graphic nature of violence, and most importantly, it made the film feel more grounded in psychological realism. But black and white film came with one big problem. Fake blood didn't look like blood. Most red dyes showed up as a washed out gray on camera. Thin mixtures looked watery, thick ones looked dull or flat. So enter the unlikeliest hero of horror, Hershey's chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup photographed beautifully on black and white film. It was dark, glossy, thick, visually striking, and perfectly textured. It also poured dramatically, creating that haunting swirl down the drain that has been burned into cinematic history. And the best part, it was cheap, safe, and easy to clean. So while Janet Leigh screamed for her life, the set smelled like a bakery. The visuals were only one part of what made the shower scene terrifying. The real impact came from the sound design. The stabbing noise had to be visceral. It needed to be sharp, sickening, and unmistakably organic. But metal hitting skin doesn't actually sound like anything. So the sound team had to get very creative. They tested vegetables, meats, and fruits, stabbing them one by one over and over again. Hitchcock walked into the room, listened carefully, and immediately pointed to one choice, the casaba melon. And according to crew members, he said something along the lines of, "This is what stabbing sounds like." So the horrifying sound you hear in Psycho? It's a melon meeting its doom. Now, here's the wildest part. You never see the knife enter the body. Not once. The illusion of violence comes from the quick cuts, the tight framing, the strategic shadows, sudden angles, and Bernard Herrmann's iconic shrieking violin score. To accomplish this, Hitchcock needed over 70 camera angles and 7 days of filming for just 45 seconds of footage. The scene is a masterclass in implication. Your brain fills in the violence your eyes never actually see. This moment changed how horror approached tension and psychological terror for generations. The shower scene didn't just scare audiences, it revolutionized filmmaking. It influenced editing techniques, sound design, horror pacing, the portrayal of on-screen violence, and the rules of character survival. It proved that horror isn't only about what you show, it's about what you suggest. And sometimes those suggestions come from the simplest tricks. A bottle of syrup, a melon, a camera, and a vision. Now, if you like diving deeper into what makes horror truly terrifying, hit that subscribe button. If you're a writer looking for ways to improve your stories, subscribe to my Substack, where I give more writing tips and advice. And if you just want more horror-related content, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. You can find the links in my bio. So until next time, keep your curtains drawn, your showers short, and remember, in the world of horror, even chocolate syrup can make your blood run cold.